this show, we're just going to get in trouble constantly on this show. Like, constantly.
That's what we're here for, right,
Oh my
Risky?
God, Callum. Like, I don't know if it's a DJ show or a gossip program, but here we are.
It's Coburg Up Late.
Thank you very much. And joining us in the garage tonight, she is a pioneering Lebanese Australian DJ, voted best DJ in the state at the Music Victoria Awards. From playing Glastonbury in the UK to Radio Beirut in Lebanon, she's also opened for Fatboy Slim, MF Doom, and Jazzy Jeff, to name a few. She's a true champion of underrepresented music, and she comes bearing two live percussionists too. It's MzRizk!
Doof, doof, doof in the air tonight. House music from home never felt so right. Now your neighbors awake in the 3058. It's Coburg Up Late.
Wow, give it up for MzRizk and the ensemble. How are you, Dan?
Oh, I'm really well. Thanks for having us, Callum, and thanks for letting me bring my crew in.
Yeah, can you introduce us to the crew?
Yeah, we've got Tal and we have Basma, and they're both amazing multi-instrumentalists, actually.
Okay.
They're brilliant. Yeah.
Lovely. What instruments do we have today?
Well, Basma is on the durbaka. And
Whoa. What did you just say?
I said that Basma is on the durbaka.
Turbakan?
Durbaka, yeah.
I'm hearing turducken.
Yeah. I really want to try a turducken.
Yeah.
But let's not sway from the
But I
point of
digress.
this video. But I digress. I'd really like to try a turducken. But the... But the durbaka is a very traditional instrument from our region in the world, and it's also pronounced darbuka as well, depending on where you're from. There's many pronunciations, but we
Darbuka.
pronounce it as the durbaka. Yeah.
Nice. And over here, what's Tal got for us?
So Tal has got the tabl, and that's a traditional instrument we really use during celebrations, entrances to weddings. It's a really big
Entrances to
bass
talk
drum.
shows.
An entrance to Coburg Up Late, but it's a very celebratory drum and very loud, and they don't necessarily need to be mic'd up.
Okay, so really what we're doing here is we're keeping all of the 3058 awake all night.
Yeah, they're gonna love you, Callum. They're gonna love us in this hour.
Now, Basma, Tal, could we please have just like a bit of a demonstration of these beautiful traditional instruments?
Yalla.
Oh yeah. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to make the same noises, because like, is it a cultural appropriation? Give it up for Basma and Tal, everybody! Now you guys, because there's no actual studio audience, you have to do the claps as well. Give it up for Basma and Tal! Woo! It's amazing, actually, when these guys got out of the car earlier, I noticed that they called Rizky Habibi. And I'm like, am I allowed to say that?
For today's show, we'll give you permission.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. You can today.
Thank you. And I noticed as well, Habibi, that you also said that I can actually make it my own and call you Habibi.
Habibis, yeah.
Fucking all right.
You can remix it, Cal. Remix it.
Let's remix it. We're going to get the Habibis out. We've got Rizky here. I've heard a term that's been thrown around a lot from you, which is Habibi Hafla.
Yeah.
Is this like a scaled down Habibi Hafla? What's going on?
Yes, in a way.
Okay.
Yeah, so Habibi Hafla is a party I started 4 years ago, mostly because I realised that we have these amazing parties in Melbourne that are very genre specific.
Yes.
So you got the reggae crew, you got the Afro beats, and I'm like, there's not enough Arab music. I'm just going to add that to the mix as well.
Yeah.
Let's add that to the melting pot.
Awesome.
And it has just grown, but not only is it like a club event, but I also invite instruments because a lot of our music it has live musicians accompaniment. So I wanted to evoke the true spirit of our parties that we experience privately into the public, and also invite people from, the diaspora and other countries from around the region to also come and participate.
Oh, great. Was it a New Year's thing originally?
It started off as a romantic Valentine's Day event.
Well.
That's why it was called Habibi Hafla, and I wanted to play real old school classic Arabic iconic songs.
Right.
And a lot of it evokes heavy emotion. We're very passionate people. But then the big P came along and the party got moved. So I had to change the theme.
I won't tell you where my mind went when you said the big P, but gotcha. I see.
So things had to get shut down.
It's funny because you could change that to the big C, but my mind would also go there. So
The big C and the big P.
yeah. I attended one of your events on New Year's Day.
New Year's Day you
at
came
Section
through.
8.
Yeah.
That was unreal, by the way. It was so cool. You had some live percussionists on rotation, I believe.
Yep.
You played an extended set?
Yeah, I play usually an hour or two, sometimes 3, depending on the lineup. Yeah.
Now, I had actually seen you perform the evening prior. Just by chance, walked past you DJing in the Docklands and absolutely rinsing it, turning the Docklands on its head.
Yeah,
Remember
New
that?
Year's Eve, yes.
And then, by chance, it was this weird kind of serendipitous moment, bumped into you the following afternoon. Again, also by chance, you were DJing in Brunswick.
Yes.
And I was like, what's up, Rizky? What are you doing today? And you're like, oh, I'm throwing this party at Section 8. You got to come down. And I go, oh, sweet. And you go, but just so you know, it's going to be full. So tell the bouncers that you're my cousin.
And it worked, right?
Man, it was so fucking funny. I'm like, who is going to believe that this pasty-ass ginger is a cousin of an Arabic woman? So I turn up and I'm like, and sure enough, there's a massive fucking line. Everybody's getting turned away. The place is heaving. Credit where credit's due. It was one of the most unique and pumping parties I've ever seen in Melbourne, so hats off to you.
Thank you, yeah.
And I just go to the bouncer. I'm like nervous. I'm like, okay, here we go. They're like, sorry, mate, it's full. And I go, I'm the DJ's cousin. And he kind of takes one look at me and I go, fuck, I'm toast. And he goes, she's got a lot of cousins.
Yeah, that would have been George.
Thank you, George. So thank you, George, for letting me
Shout out
in.
to George from Section 8. Always doing the good work and letting all my cousins in.
Yes. Yeah. You've had Dave Chappelle at your parties.
Yeah, he came to my block party at Section 8.
What happened? Did he pull the cousin card?
No, he didn't have to. He didn't.
You mean
have
I
to.
have to?
You have to, but he didn't have to that day. But yeah, Dave Chappelle. I got a message from a really good friend of mine saying, "Hey, Dave Chappelle's in town. Are you doing anything?" I'm like, "Actually, I've got one of my block parties at Section 8," and they were like,
That's
"Cool."
perfect.
It was perfect. And then he came down. He wanted to hear like Pharoah Monch and like Jay-Z, and everyone was really respectful. Yeah, but that was fine. But he had a great time.
Hell yeah.
He was lovely. And I know there's been controversy since then, but at the time, and I'm only speaking since I met him in 2015, 2016, and he was very respectful and very lovely. And
lovely.
Okay, let's just play some songs.
So what do you got for us today? What's going on?
So obviously I have lovely Tal and Basma who are going to play along with songs that I'm playing. They're going to jump in and out whenever they feel the music and feel the need to share their percussive genius.
Is that just sorry to interrupt, is that how Habibi Hafla parties work as well? Is it more like written stuff? How does the percussion interplay with the music?
We're very passionate and emotional people.
This is the second time you said it, and I'm starting to believe you.
Yep. So we go with our feelings. When the time is right, the drums come in. You know, it's all about timing and instinct, and the drummers will definitely know when the right time is.
So pay attention at home, folks, because the right time is a-coming.
Yeah.
All right, well, kicking it off, we've got MzRizk, we've got Basma and Tal. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having
hey,
all of us.
Welcome. You guys are so welcome. I hope you guys stick around for some turducken after this.
Love the turducken.
All right, let's go.
We'll talk about turducken later, guys. All right,
we got Rizky on Coburg Up Late. Let's go. we opened with, Rizky?
This is a track called Beirut Skank.
Oh. Is this a regular in your sets?
Sometimes. I don't plan my sets, so I have no idea what I'm playing for Coburg Up Late. You will get what happens as it happens.
Oh, awesome. So that's a pretty general rule across everything you do?
For me, yes. It's very ad hoc. I have to go with what's happening in the room, the vibe, the energy. So
Turns out
flexible.
this is a Beirut Skank kind of energy going on.
Yes, yes.
Now, is that a dance?
Yes, yes, yes.
Well, let's get it.
You gotta get the belly dancing.
All right, show us.
I don't belly dance, but I can.
Okay, well, I don't know. What is belly dancing? You can talk me through it.
Yeah, a bit of hip movements. Less shoulders, more hips. Nailing it, Callum.
Maybe I am your cousin.
Now you are definitely my cousin. Now that I've seen those moves, you're definitely skanking it like they would in Beirut too.
I'm definitely a
They love
skank.
to party over there.
Now you're up. You're mixing another one. Those drums are so tasteful, guys. This is awesome. I don't even notice you mix then. What do you got for us?
This is a remix. It's originally an KULTHUM song. It's called Enta Omri. And KULTHUM is like one of the greatest and most celebrated singers from the Middle East in Egypt.
And this is the instrumental edit.
And this is a remix of one of her tracks.
Nice.
Her tracks generally go for 50 minutes plus.
50.
Yeah, so if you're going to go to a concert, you'd pay to see her perform one or two songs.
Is it a bit like going to an orchestra or something?
Yes,
You just get
absolutely
it's
it
like
is.
a movement.
Absolutely it is. It's a journey
Wow.
of sound. But I really loved this remix that I found. And I love how it builds.
Okay.
And it's just very repetitive and quite mesmerizing.
Well,
I enjoy this.
yeah, we like repetitive, mesmerizing music here on
Yeah.
Coburg Up Late.
No, I like this one. Yeah.
You mind if I mix out of this?
Oh, go for it. I'm excited to hear what you're going to do with the tunes that I'm choosing today.
Exactly, and look, I can't promise Arabic music. I've chosen like a selection of kind of, let's call it world, kind of up-tempo, kind of housey grooves. Percussive.
As long as there's a good rhythm section and good percussion, it generally will mix well and sound great.
That I can do, Rizky.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yo, with MzRizk and the gang on Coburg Up Late. You know, the thing about the more traditional music, though, it's harder to find cue points. You know? It's more like rolling, as you said, it's hypnotic and it's repetitive, so it's like, oh, when's a good time to bring this in?
I guess a longer mix, you know? Either a longer mix, but also you need to feel the percussion, kind of like a heartbeat, you know?
You've just informed my track selection. I'm going to do a little bit of a longer mix on a different track.
How good is ad hoc DJing? The element of surprise is brilliant.
Ad hoc sounds like I've got something stuck in my throat.
Maybe it's the turducken.
Any talking we do will be into the microphone. You're an Emmanuel Jal fan?
Yeah, I like this track.
Nice,
and
nice.
it's a good, and I like Henrik Schwartz's remix of this. I play this often. It's a good track. It's
Awesome.
great. Percussive.
Hey, did we nail the brief?
That's the look. There's no planning. Just know that it's percussive.
We love that. Do you know what I dig about this track as well? There is a full-blown bona fide chorus in the middle of it. So it's like house groove, house groove, house groove, and then choir. Spoiler alert. Rizky, how do I see the full waveform? Oh no, we can see it now. I just wanted to see where the chorus was coming.
Element of surprise. It's good. It's good.
Here we go.
Aywa.
My neighbours are like, what the flying fuck? You're up.
I bet they're dancing at this point.
Yes, exactly.
They're like, oh, what's happening?
I think you just got 4 new cousins to Habibi Hafla.
Oh, yeah. I'm good.
Oh, you're good. We are mixed and ready to go with Rizky on Coburg Up Late. No guesses where this one's from?
Yeah, this is actually a remix of an absolute classic by Ziad Rahbani called Abu Ali. And this is a little bit of a faster, beefed up version of the song, but they didn't sway too much from the original. But it's an absolute classic, disco classic. Yeah.
They're the best edits are essentially the original with a kick drum. Like give us the original song.
Yeah.
I mean, and the best editors, the best remixers are the ones that can do that and not make it sound cheap.
100%.
You know, anyone could put a kick drum underneath a quantized disco track, but not everyone can make it sound fucking good.
Absolutely. And I like this one.
Who is it?
It's from the GAM label, and it doesn't tell me much. It says Love Drop.
Sick.
And I bought it on vinyl. So one side is Lebanon, which is the remix of Abu Ali. Then on the flip side, it's a Brazilian house track.
Oh, did you buy it on vinyl through Bandcamp?
Yeah.
And you get the digital copy as well?
Yeah.
Dope. Is that how you get a lot of your music, or?
Yeah. Yeah. I like Bandcamp because I know a lot of money goes to the artist.
Yeah, more ethical, right?
It's a perfect time for a drum break. And everyone watching, just so you know, this has not been rehearsed. We're all absolutely going ad hoc.
We are live, each with something stuck in our throats.
Oh, yeah. No planning. This was a 3-minute conversation.
All that turducken.
All that.
Hey, Rizky, you just came back from the UK.
Yeah.
You played at the We Out Here Fest?
Yeah, that was amazing.
Awesome. What? Tell me about that. How did you get involved?
Well, I was asked if I wanted to come, and I said sure, and they said great, and that was it. That was the conversation. And
I imagine it was over some form of electronic mail.
no, it was great. It was a very simple conversation. I like them like that the most.
Awesome.
Simplicity for me. And I got to play 2.5 sets.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm interested where the 0.5 comes in.
So the first set was a collaboration with Habibijam, so my brand, and Radio El Hara.
Did you bring percussionists?
No, I didn't. I couldn't bring them with me.
Okay.
But I wanted to go and make a point of how amazing all this music is. So hopefully I can bring a whole troupe next time. So I did that, and that was great. And then I had another main set with a few friends who I've known for over 10 years.
Wow.
The First Word crew. And that was in the Near Mint tent. So
Are
it
they
was like,
based over there?
yeah, based in the UK. So it was like me, Shorty Blitz, Mr. Thing, Ali, shout out to Russ, like really good crew I haven't seen in over 10 years. So it was great to catch up. But the 0.5 comes from me watching Moody Man side of stage, and he was playing with Wajid and Dez, and I loved the sound of Detroit. So 3 of them were doing a tribute to Amp Fiddler. And then they finished at 3:30. They were supposed to go till 4, and the stage manager was like, the stage has to stay open and I don't have much music. And I said, I've got my USBs. And then
You know that's everybody's dream, what you just said there.
It was a really amazing opportunity. So Moody Man walked off, the crew walked off to leave, because they'd been playing 11. It's like a 5-hour set, so fair enough. I could totally get why they were like, we're done. It was 3:30 a.m. But then I took over, and it was an amazing stage to play on because it was massive, the Rhythm Corner. And we had the best time. It was like half an hour of power, and it was really amazing. And that's where the 0.5 is. I wasn't really booked for that.
What do you give? What do you do in half an hour of power?
You pick songs that are appropriate for 3:30 a.m.
Which are?
which are highly percussive rhythmic beats. You know?
We're going to pretend that it's 3:30 a.m. right now.
Yeah. So
Love
it was
that.
really, really amazing.
Those contacts, do you know them through your PBS show? How did you get in touch with these people on the other side of the world?
From We Out Here?
Yeah.
Well, I went to a festival in 2013 called Soundwave, which was in Croatia.
Not to be confused with the punk, emo, and metal
Not the heavy
festival
metal one, no.
of Ill-Fated by AJ Matter.
Here we go. This show, we're just going to get in trouble constantly on this show. Like, constantly.
That's what we're here for,
Oh my God,
Rahbani.
Callum. Like, I don't know if it's a DJ show or a gossip program, but here we are. Next will be Coburg Up Late, the talk show with Callum, featuring MzRizk.
With MzRizk, feature Callum, let's be honest
Yeah,
here.
it'll be great. But yeah, I went to a festival just as an attendee and ended up meeting all of this crew. And then I asked them if I could play next time I came around. So 2015 I ended up playing, and the organizer remembered me, and I bumped into him in Melbourne. And he's like, yeah, I'm doing We Out Here. Do you want to come? I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay.
Fuck yeah.
So it's, 11 years in the making of getting to a festival in the UK, but it happened. I'd like to play more festivals here, though.
Totally.
Let's
make it happen. I know you've tore the roof off Strawberry Fields.
Yeah, and going back this year,
with the gang.
Most likely
With Habibijam.
they will most likely be with me.
Are we excited to be at Strawberry Fields?
I haven't really officially told them yet. This is how they're finding out.
Oh, that's how they're finding out.
This is how they're
That's how
finding
you're
out.
finding out and how you're finding out. Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, the Troop are definitely coming for this year's Strawberry
Fantastic.
Fields. Yeah.
That was fucking sick.
Yeah, again, improvised. Hopefully it sounds as good in the recording. Probably sounds awful, but we're just here having a nice time.
I can see why you were not just nominated, but won Best DJ in the state at the Music Victoria Awards. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you so much. I found out I won that while I was in Dubai in the desert.
As you do.
Yeah, and it's a hilarious video because I made a video thanking everyone, and then a camel literally stood up behind me and I had to move. Like, the camel
Would you
herder
mind,
did
mate?
not care that I was making a video being very grateful to everyone.
Yeah.
The camel was all up in my grill. But it was hilarious.
If the camel only knew who he was dealing with.
Yeah, if only. But it was just such a funny moment. Like, and it's nice to be acknowledged. It's lovely. I like songs.
I like songs. There you go. There you go. If you want to be the crowning best DJ in Victoria, you just gotta like songs.
Yeah, but a lot.
Oh, you gotta like songs a lot.
So much.
All right.
So much.
Love that. Hey, did you notice things change for you after that?
No, not at all. We live. Look, again, this is for our talk show. You know, these deeper conversations have to happen. You know, not up late, but early.
Aha.
You know, but I don't think anything changed. I think it was just nice to be acknowledged.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You can put your feet up, surely.
No.
That's it.
No, still playing a lot of gigs and still acting like I haven't reached the peak that I want to get to.
Well, I think that's good though, right? That's
You
going to
know?
keep you hungry, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm still working as hard as ever, if not maybe even harder. And now trying to introduce my community to become part of the wider Melbourne music community.
Yeah.
And it's gaining a lot of traction. The music is now very popular worldwide. And I think it's really nice for the community to be acknowledged.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see you doing a lot of work for underrepresented communities as well. There's one project you've got with Tara Beat, which is, shout out to our friends in Brunswick. You've played at the A1 Bakery
Yeah.
just around the corner and had a full-blown sourdough bakery rave. What the hell happened? What is the collaboration with Tara Beat? Tell me everything.
So Camille is an amazing multi-instrumentalist from Lebanon, and we met here through gigs and decided to start collaborating and working together when he'd play live and I DJ and scratch and play the tabl. So that's what Tal is playing, my drum at the moment. And so we've been doing gigs together, and then I came up with the idea, how would it be to play at one of the most iconic Lebanese restaurants in Australia? I've been going to A1 since I was a kid, and the food is good, the staff are lovely, and I thought, how about we turn A1 into a Lebanese party? Because we all love to do that.
It looked fucking amazing.
It was wild. So Brunswick Music Festival were like, we're down with this idea. Let's make it happen. And I'm like, let's do it. And it was great. The chef came out. The chef that makes the fata, which is the chickpea bake, he like left the kitchen and started dancing with us. And
Hey, what are people going to do without their chickpea bake?
I know, look, but once we start dancing,
If
no
you're
one
in
cares
here,
about
who's
food.
driving this thing?
Yeah. You know, but being who we are, we prioritize music and movement. We love our food, but once we hear the rhythm, we're up. We're having a good time.
Right on. Well, we're up and having a good
It's
time.
cultural.
That's it. All right, let's get cultural. You're up. You got another mix, I think.
No, I've already mixed two.
Oh,
you're
I
up.
do.
You're up.
Oh, I was just trying to distract you, but
Shout out to Digital Africa. This is a local crew that made this, and this is the Jose Marquez remix. I love this one. This is a bit more of a Moroccan vibe. Well, it is a Moroccan vibe. It's Gnawa. Yeah.
you sound like you've hosted radio before.
We'll talk about that later.
The one thing you have no comment on is about how many fucking comments you have.
I'm so sorry for changing all the assignments on the CDJs and the
Yeah, I
mix
saw
up
you doing that.
every time you mix.
I never touch these, but this is because you're using the crossfader, right?
Correct, yes.
Yeah, cool. It's funny, this is the most iconic part of every DJ mixer ever. And I've never used it, ever.
A lot of DJs don't, and that's okay, because it depends on how DJs are comfortable mixing.
It's like a big hip-hop tour, right?
Yeah.
Which is just looking at the nature of your hat.
Yeah?
Imagine something you gravitate towards.
Yeah. I love hip-hop, and I love the crossfader. I love all the faders. I don't judge faders.
I like Channel 3 fader.
We're fader judge-free here.
I like Darth fader. Well, guys, you actually nailed the breakdown then. I was like, they'll keep playing. I don't know how to cue them. Turns out we're working with professionals here. We've got MzRizk on Coburg Up Late.
Yes.
We've got Basma. We've got Tal. We have an entire suburb full of very confused and annoyed neighbours trying to sleep.
Aywa. This is a good time for a solo. There's a break in the track.
Do you want me to loop it? Loop the break so we can solo for a little while?
I mean... This is going to be the droppiest drop of all drops.
We're just going to cut that little bit out and it's going to be perfect promo for the episode. Are you with me, guys?
Aywa.
Thank you for this. This is so much fun. This is wild. I have never experienced anything like this before. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So Risky, I might get my these acronyms slightly wrong. You use your platform to advocate for MENA and SWANA.
Yeah.
Middle Eastern and Northern African.
Yes.
Southwest Asian. And Northern African.
I believe so.
Okay.
I use MENA a lot more, I guess, because of the music that I play, the
Gotcha.
communities I engage with.
What?
So sometimes I collaborate and we do remix the MENA and the SWANA crews. Yeah.
I love that. Where do you think that passion comes from? Because that seems, I mean, you're I believe, Australia's biggest advocate for these communities in music. Where do you think that passion comes from?
I think being raised in Melbourne and in the western suburbs, you kind of grow up wanting to see more of yourself, and that's really it. And I know that there are so many talented people in our communities, and they just don't know where to start or where the parties are, or so it's like, well, why don't we just do them and see what happens?
Yes.
And I get a lot of good feedback, and so people are happy to be part of it and are really happy they've created new friends. Like, if I didn't create Habibijam, I wouldn't be friends with Tal and Basma. Like, the reason I have all of these newfound friendships and new little crews I make music with is because of the events I run. So it's a really good friendship maker, network builder,
Music bringing people together. And do you think that in your time advocating for these communities, have you noticed tangible change?
There's more of them now, and now there's other people that used to come to my events that are running their own events. And
I mean, what more can you ask for?
which I think is brilliant, because they're doing the things that I don't traditionally do in my music base. Because my events are very heavily music based, on live music,
Right.
DJs, live producers.
What are they doing?
Other people are like, they're including spoken word, poetry, or jam sessions, or sometimes I show films, but then I'll show short films. Like, it's just this really amazing melting pot of creative people feeling like they should be able to create space for others, and that's what they're doing, and I'm loving it.
That's beautiful. And do you think that a young MzRizk of the future could grow up safely seeing more of themselves out and about?
Possibly. I hope so.
One can only hope, right?
I truly hope so, and I think in terms of our music scene now and what's happening worldwide on a global scale, in terms of Arabic music, I'm seeing the popularity grow. Like, you've even got Kinda Music, who are super popular. They just played in Egypt, and they're dropping, a lot of Arabic music in their sets.
That's huge, by the way.
Which is,
But let's hope that that's not just for novelty's sake, and let's hope that that's because it's like genuine respect for the music,
Well, the music is amazing and percussive, but the point I'm trying to make is, I don't know if they'd be playing that 5 years ago.
True.
That's the point, and the thing is, for years, we've all been playing music not from our cultures. You can attend one of my lectures at uni if you want me to get into that. But I better mix a song. We can just do that like this. I'll just do that. It's such a huge conversation when it comes to
like appropriation,
who's playing music, appropriation, and all of that stuff. But the point I'm trying to make now is there's a lot more Arabic and producers from North Africa, from the Arab region, from the African region, including music from their history and culture, like certain drum rhythms, beats, and it's a beautiful thing to see.
Educating the world.
Why not?
Hell yeah.
I like it. But, it's a bigger conversation. But the point is, it's really nice to see and hear that music being played in spaces that we didn't hear it previously.
Totally. Well, thank you so much for doing your part to amplify the voices of...
Thanks for coming and supporting and attending and having us. This is all community building exercise here at Coburg Up Late. It really is.
Oh. Thanks,
It's
Rizky.
really, really important. You're doing Melbourne a good service, because there's probably a lot of people that are watching Coburg Up Late who still have no idea who I am or what I do, because they're listening to techno or very focused on the other scenes in Melbourne. But so I think it's kind of cute.
Fuck yeah. I mean, variety...
And they probably like this stuff.
Oh, hell yeah. Variety is the spice of life.
I hope so.
And wouldn't you agree that a significant percentage of a DJ's job is to educate?
Yeah.
And now that doesn't have to be culturally, although it invariably is because it's music. That can just be educating on styles of music too.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's what you're doing today. And that's why it was a no-brainer to get you in. So thank you so much for
No,
coming in.
thanks for having me. I call it edutainment.
Edutainment.
It's edutainment.
Wow, we really are starting a new format today. Is it your go or is it
No,
mine?
it's your go.
Oh,
This
okay.
is my second track that I'm mixing in.
You are very democratic. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. You probably have to change the assignments and the...
Yeah. Don't mind me while I
sorry.
change every single fucking thing on here.
Sorry. Let me help you here.
Thank you.
I like to lend a hand.
I appreciate that. I've noticed this about you. This just affects the crossfader, right? So technically it could stay though. It doesn't really matter, right? It's just if I accidentally bump it.
Yeah.
Thanks for lending a hand. People can say they've had a Habibi Hafla in their garage. Wow.
This is the first official Habibi Hafla in a garage.
Potentially the first of many. Right in.
Probably the last, depending on your neighbours. But we're grateful to have had this opportunity this one
I can't
time.
believe you were the end of Coburg Up Late. It's still very housey. It still follows the conventions of contemporary dance music, you know?
Yeah, I'm playing a lot of the contemporary edits or remixes.
Is that a dance hall beat? Doom, doom, doom.
Possibly. I don't know much about the worlds of dancehall and reggae. I leave that up to the professional fans of those genres. Yeah.
Once again, you've nailed the breakdown, guys. Well done.
They're professionals.
Yeah, I can see that. Hey, Rizky, we got 10 minutes left. Take us home.
All right.
We ready, Buzz Mattel? We're going to rock it for the last 10 minutes? All
Are
right.
you feeling the energy? Should you use the tabla?
Rizky has spoken. MzRizk,
Yeah.
up until pretty recently, I saw your portrait blown up huge
Yeah.
on Punt Road.
Yeah.
Now, for context, especially those who are not from Melbourne, Punt Road is the main artery between North and South Melbourne. People pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for their billboard to be advertised on that road because there are so many thousands of cars going up and down there every single day. What was your face on Punt Road on the wall of Bakehouse?
Okay, because Bakehouse do this amazing project every year for International Women's Day. And they collaborated with Suzanne Phoenix, who is an absolutely brilliant photographer. And like a week before, they gave me a call and they're like, hey, are you cool to have your photo taken? We're going to put it on the billboard.
Wow.
And I wasn't really sure what that meant. And I
You're
did
like,
the
oh,
shoot.
maybe a few dozen people might see it.
I did the shoot, and during the shoot, it was explained that my face would be the biggest on the one side, and okay, and it was there for a while, so it was quite amusing. Yeah.
And what were you representing? Why you?
I guess I was again representing. It was specifically about women in music, so I guess that's what I was representing.
Awesome.
A local female artist that, you know, with Lebanese background, all of that stuff that I, you know, represent daily.
Yeah.
Walking around town in Coburg Up Late.
Represent.
All of that. So yeah, so I guess that's what it was. And it was really lovely to be on a wall with, of course, my peers and amazing artists.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
It must have been quite a surprise every single time you drive down Punt Road, stuck in morning traffic, cursing the person in front of you and going, holy shit, it's my face times 100.
It was hilarious. Yeah. I mean, yeah, people driving by like, who is this? What is this? Why is this?
Well, now you know,
So, yeah,
friends.
Yeah, it was me. It was me. Me.
We got time for one more tune. Take us home.
One more. Let's do this. Thanks again.
No
by the
worries.
way.
Before we go, is there anything else coming up that you want to plug? Anything? Any shout-outs you want to make?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot. Let me mix this
right.
and have a think
Yeah.
about my list of thank yous.
Have a little think about MzRizk's list of thank yous. She'll do the same, and then we can all come together and compare notes. Basma, Tal, I'm going to come and dance with you guys, okay?
I'd like to thank you. I'd like to thank the amazing producer Samm over here has been working.
Shout out to Sam Darby, production manager extraordinaire.
Working the room with all the cameras and, you know, it's an amazing setup you have here. Gigs I've got coming up. Well, there's a massive collaboration between Habibijam, Mahala and Club Fringe.
Wow, that's a big one.
It's going to be a huge Club Fringe party in October.
Nice.
So hopefully everyone can come along to that. There'll be
Awesome.
live performances.
What's it called?
It is called the Grand Bazaar. So we're celebrating, of course, music from the region.
Nice.
You know?
Nice.
So we'll have, it's a really good lineup. Shout outs to Burke Mete, Hip Hop Ho is performing. We've got Layla Shua, who's an amazing ballet dancer. Millian Problems is performing live. And of course, Yellow Teeth, which is the crew I perform with. So Tal will be there with the drum. We're in the process of convincing Basma to come along.
What do you reckon, Basma, this time around? That's it. Said yes. Now it's official.
So that's a yes, it's official, it's on film. Basma can't back out now. So yeah, the best thing to do would be to follow me or Habibi Hafla to find out where all our events are.
No, the best thing to do would be to follow you and Habibi Hafla.
Follow both, yes, of
And
course.
we've
of
got
course.
the links right here.
Yeah, do that. And of course, Habibi Hafla does present so many different parties as well. So not only do we do massive parties, we also run like chilled out sessions where you can come and play backgammon and cards and just hang out and meet people. So it's basically many types of events for many types of moods. So I'm trying to cater to everyone.
Beautiful. So after this, we'll play some backgammon, we'll fire up the turducken, and we'll
That's
get stuck
it.
in.
This sounds like the best night ever.
Awesome. Thank you so much,
Callum,
Rizky.
thank you so much
And
for
thank
having
you,
us.
Basma. Thank you,
Paul.
Joel.
Thank you, Basma. Shukran.
And thank you. Yeah, what do we
Thank
say?
you, Habibis.
Shukran?
We
What's the
say
word?
shukran.
Shukran. Shukran to
Thank you,
MzRizk.
Habibis. Thank you. Thanks, Sam. Thanks, Callum.
Remember, whatever you do, may you do it with passion. And may we all truly endeavour to be kind to each other, the world around us, and ourselves. I've been DJ Be Kind to Other People with Basma, Tal and Rizky. Play nice. That's it, everybody. Well done. Holy stuff. Done. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That was awesome. Thanks for the shout out, by the way.
Thank you.
I'll never shout to me out.